Hello and welcome to Camp YA Drag Queen Storytime! My name is That Girl, also known as George Lester, author of YA novel Boy Queen. Boy Queen is the story of Robin Cooper, who right at the beginning of the book is so sure he's going to be going to drama school come September. But when a bunch of rejection letters come flooding through his door, he is crushed and has no idea what to do. In a bid to cheer him up, his best friends take him to a local gay club called Entity and a night called Dragcellence, where he is captivated by a drag queen who goes by the name of Kay Bye. And it's through seeing Kay Bye that Robin realises that there may be a more sparkly path ahead of him. It is a queer coming-of-age story with a little bit of romance in there, a lot of really stupid jokes, and a whole lot of drag. And it is available now where all fine books are sold. Ding! The section I'm going to be reading is the moment when Robin is being introduced to the Dragcellence family by illustrious drag queen Kay Bye. Kay leads me through a blue-painted door and up a creaky set of stairs. Along the wall, written in whatever the writers could get their hands on, are tiny messages, signatures, and lipstick marks. Ellie Fant was here is written next to a giant purple lipstick mark. Dawn Raid is a fugly slut and proud is written just below that. Come on, sweetheart, we don't have all day, Kay says from the top of the stairs. I vault the last few steps and walk into the room. It's not what I was expecting, not by a long way. When Kay had mentioned a dressing room, the first thing that came to mind was something close to one in a theatre, with mirrors surrounded by yellowish-white bulbs and vanity mirrors. This is an out-of-use function room. The paint on the wall is peeling and was blue once upon a time, but is now more of an off-green colour. Dotted around the room are tables with mirrors, some with lights in them, some without, all of them covered in makeup. There are people already in here, most of them in daywear, almost all of them fixated on their own reflections. Ladies, Kay claps his hands. I'd like to introduce a friend of mine. This is Robin. He's a musical theatre boy. Gross. My eyes flick to the far side of the room where Pristine Gleaming is wandering around half in drag, half out, in a corset, a wig cap and some tights. She's big, she's black, she's cinched like you wouldn't believe and is already fully painted. Pristine, don't start, Kay says. Pristine hates musical theatre, he whispers to me. If someone dares to do a musical theatre number and Pristine is here, she will boo and she will heckle. Wow. She made Julie Mandrews cry once. Julie freaking Mandrews. And he says it like I should really know who Julie Mandrews is, but beyond a name, I don't. So I just nod, trying to look surprised. Anyway, Robin has come here to learn a little something about drag, Kay says, clapping his hands together. Please be kind to him, nothing too vulgar, he's still at school after all. Us, vulgar. Never, darling. Someone with no eyebrows is currently in the process of drawing them on with a vibrant blue neon pigment, particles of it floating in the air, a lot of it on the table. Are you... I hesitate. Are you carried away? All the time, dear boy. He reaches out a hand. Pleasure to meet you. Welcome to Entity. I've actually been here before, I say. I was here a couple of weeks ago for my birthday. You were amazing, by the way. Carrie shrugs and pouts. Well, what can I say? You have very good taste. He looks at Kay. Though you're spending your time with this one, so perhaps not. Carrie has been hosting these nights for... Kay turns to Carrie, an evil smile spreading across her face. How long has it been, my dear? When did the dinosaurs go extinct? Carrie sits up straight and blinks, her mouth forming a perfect O. I don't know, dear, but they obviously missed one. Kay cackles and we move on to where there is a girl getting ready. Her hair is whipped on top of her head in a messy bun and she's using the smallest green brush to paint green vines extending from her hairline across her face. Our resident conceptual, this is androgyny. She looks up at me and I blink. Oh? She fixes me with a look of pure disgust. Does it look bad? She goes back to the mirror and paints another line. No, I don't know how to word this because even I know that it makes me sound ignorant. I was expecting androgyny to be a guy, that's all. Anne takes a deep breath, putting her brush down. Kay backs away a little. I know I've put my foot in it, but I'm not 100% sure how. You think that gay men have the monopoly on drag or something? No, not at all. Because you don't, she snaps. Women can do drag. Michelle Visage says what she does is drag. Elvira says what she does is drag. She sighs. You watch RuPaul's Drag Race, right? Yeah. That barely scratches the surface, she hisses. There are trans queens and AFAB queens out there who would blow your freaking mind. She sits back in her chair. I mean, look at me. I'm a bio queen. Did I blow your mind the other night? I shrug. You did, actually. I've never seen anything like, well... Most of you, I say, looking around. And it's in that moment that I really understand what she means when she says Drag Race barely scratches the surface. In this room alone, there are acts that I never imagined I would see at a drag show. I thought it would all be lip syncing, but there are dancers and singers and conceptual art pieces. The way that Anne is painting her face right now, you could put her in an art gallery. And there is a little taster of Boy Queen for you. Thank you so much to Camp YA for having me for this drag queen story time. I hope you enjoy the rest of your wonderful weekend of bookish entertainment. I've been George Lester and also that girl mostly, and Boy Queen is now available where all fine books are sold. Thanks so much for having me. Bye!